Big fan of World War Z, the book, not the movie.
Oh, really? Shocking.
We don't talk about the movie.
There's a movie?
Mel Brooks' son,
I
Max.
know there's
There's
a
a
movie.
movie?
I'm just
Right.
messing with you.
Exactly.
Max Brooks wrote that book. Mel Brooks' son.
Yeah.
You probably knew that.
Brad
yeah.
Pitt's, that's the movie with Brad Pitt.
Yeah, it's totally
Yeah,
different
it's-
from the book, right?
Yeah, I saw
yeah.
it.
God.
Yeah.
Anyways, this got me thinking about it. If there was a zombie apocalypse, all of like industry, infrastructure, everything got shut down, and you were helping to rebuild the world, what skill would you bring to the table?
Why me?
You're the host, man.
You said the icebreaker.
We're all the hosts,
Just-
right? I know. I
asked
did
me
kind
for
of say
the
that.
icebreakers.
Yeah,
You
you're
answered
right.
first.
Yeah, I know, right? It's the least I could do. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I like creating things, so I guess any part of the rebuilding process, aside from the construction, because I don't know shit about construction. But like painting or drawing something, or I don't know. I don't have a lot to offer. I could cook things, I guess. I mean,
building.
toast.
Like a morale booster kind of thing. You could like do a mural or something.
Kinda
Yeah.
like the carpenter. Could you build stuff?
No.
Fair enough.
My dad could. But, you know, when I was young, when he wanted to teach me this stuff, I was like, Dad, I'm watching TV, you know.
You're the kid that was like, hold the flashlight here, and you're like going like this.
Oh, man. I got yelled at so many times. He's like, go to the toolbox
Keep
and
it
get me
still.
whatever. And I was like, where? He's like, it's right there. It still haunts me. Like, when my dad's like,
that.
can you help me with something? I'm like, sure.
Oh yeah, I get that. I like that.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm pretty sure I'd be like the defense guy. I'm looking forward to like taking out a bunch of zombies, like weapons,
So the cleanup
hand-to-hand,
program.
yeah, like all that stuff, running them over with cars. Yeah, I bring violence. I bring violence.
So you just keep circling the perimeter?
Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm like up
just
all
make
night.
sure they're out of here.
Yeah, but see, now
going.
here's the thing I have to clarify. Like, me, out of all horror characters, for the longest time, since I was a child, zombies were my least, like, threatening, in my opinion. But think about, like, Night of the Living Dead, where they're like, oh.
Right.
I'm like, I would whoop your ass.
Romanticism.
I would wreck you. It was until 28 days later
Yes.
where you made it sound, huh? And they started running. I was like, now that's zombie umbrella. Technically, they had rage or something kind of virus.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that changed the game for me.
Right.
You know?
I would say so.
Yeah. And so like I actually was writing something around the time this movie came out, Zombieland. And I was writing a book I was writing called Post-Apocalyptic Handbook. And it was about this book that everybody would try to get a hold of. And in that book, basically, if you had the book, you had the power. You know, obviously, I'm going to dive deeper into it.
Right.
And it had rules. Well, at the same time, when I was thinking this, 2 movies came out. Book of Eli.
I was just going to
and
say, that's like
Zombieland.
Book of Eli.
And I was like, well, that's not gonna fly, and like no one's gonna believe you, you know. Like, oh no, well that sounds just like Book of Eli. Or that
Yeah,
sounds-
right.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Right.
You know, so I ended up being a part of another book that a friend of mine wrote called. I was a co-creator
Nice.
called Black Market Maven, and so this is kind of like the same concept, but this is what like some guys find themselves waking up blacked out, and they're in the world and there's no one around. And so like and so this is like boom, days after the apocalypse, or
Like Last
whatever.
Person on Earth type of?
No, they just haven't found anybody yet.
Oh,
And they're in a band, and he went a direction in it with it that I wouldn't have necessarily directly went,
Right.
but I'm going to go back and kind of do my little interpretation of it and fix it later down the line. But
It's when you put your name in front of the title, like your version of.
no, it'll just be a continuation of that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna play off of it. I'm not gonna change
Right.
that. I'm just gonna be like, okay, here's the next.
Earth 314.
Yes.
No.
The years of the like what happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like finding out what happened. But that being said, yeah, I think I'd bring violence. You know, like spiked bats. You know,
There you go.
chainsaws.
That
you know,
little bit of-
You have a storefront, like
setting them on
whatever
fire.
you want. Yeah.
I'm like, I think you're winning if you're with
Yeah.
me, because I'm gonna actually have a field day
Yeah.
Oh, let's go to that. Let's go to that Walmart and steal some bow and arrows and be on top of rooftops. I'm getting better.
Yeah, like the top of the roof, Dawn of the Dead, right?
Yeah.
Where they picking off like Burt Reynolds. Remember they
Yeah.
saw that guy look like Burt Reynolds and they shot him in the head or something.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like I'm that guy. I'd be
Yeah.
okay with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're already
Right.
dead. It's
Yeah.
not like
Yeah,
Right.
I'm doing a good service for you guys.
Right.
Like that's the way I'm thinking. Like someone else built shit and someone else
what
find
if
food.
What if like Major Payne, you ran out of people to kill? Then what would you bring?
Shit.
Video games, like
You know what I
simulation
bring?
of killing things.
I would bring entertainment.
Yeah,
I would tell stories.
there you go.
Campfire stories.
Yeah, and train people, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You know, there's still some
We
zombies
need to stay in
around.
shape, right? You never
There's some
know.
zombies out there in
You
the
gotta
woods
run.
here and there.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
occasionally see one. They don't really die.
Right,
They're already
right.
dead, you know. So they're gonna stay animated for some time.
You bring patience. You're up in the guard tower, just like any day now.
Is there now? Side question: you guys may know a little bit more about zombies than I do. I don't really do zombies. Is there an expiration? Like when the animation stops, is it 10 years? Is it 100 years?
They
Is
rot
it
to death,
ever?
basically, right? Until
they're
there's
already
nothing
rotted.
else. Yeah. Well, yeah. But I mean, they
How long
further.
do they stay animated?
I don't know. I
It
mean,
depends. It depends on the universe you're.
Okay,
right? 'Cause
Resident Evil.
warm
Let's
bodies, you can come back by falling in love. Remember that
Resident
movie, Warm
Evil is a
Bodies?
good one.
Zombies are not a Twilight character. Like that. We don't need to do that.
You glisten in the sun.
Like, I feel better. I have vitamin D in my system.
Or like the Disney zombies, they're just like they're just green skinned or something, or green hair, but they're zombies. They don't do like
Yeah.
really anything.
We're not
Yeah.
doing this Halloween Town High bullshit. So, I'm sorry. Which ones were you saying?
I said Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
Because those guys seem to be around for a great deal of time.
There's like an evolution to the T virus. That's why you get like the dogs, you get like the lickers, all that other shit. 28 days later, it had a expiration date.
Yeah.
Like they would, it took so long for them to starve or whatever. I think eventually their systems would like shut down and stuff. But
Yeah.
you're looking at like Walking Dead, they just get more and more decayed, and they could,
Right. Like they wouldn't evolve probably. Like
See, when you guys brought up the original question, I'm thinking Walking Dead zombies.
yeah.
They don't really run.
yeah,
Right.
They just kind of overwhelm you.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I like
So-
those better than the running ones.
Yeah, the
Like,
running ones-
We're fucked.
We're a different story.
Boom.
Intelligent zombies.
Yeah.
Fuck. Like that's really what that's all I'm thinking. Like
That's what your movie's gonna be called. Fuck.
fuck. Intelligent zombies are like those are now
werewolves and shit?
they move up the top of the list. They used to be like vampires and then werewolves. Yeah, intelligent zombies. Yeah,
Yeah.
even in spot 3.
Yeah.
I look at it like the game Dead Island. So like the ones that are like freshly bit, like just infected.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that can like haul ass and run after you. The ones that have been like infected for a bit and like their
Yeah.
muscle tissue and stuff starts to decay. Those are the ones that are more like
Sure.
kind of
That's a cool concept. Yeah. Yeah.
How about this? I mean,
They're not spring chicken anymore.
if anything,
Yeah.
maybe they become more damaged over time. You know, like you bump your freaking kneecap, and now you always see the guy dragging his arms across the ground.
Right.
So I'm saying like something has to go out. Like a knee has to go out. Foot has got to break because there's no more life force in you. So it's not like you're gonna regenerate that.
There's just some sicko out there giving them new limbs, like they do with,
I would do batting practice, bro. And the thing is, it's like this is the only place. It's the only place where it's cool to fuck up a kid. Like it's really, it is. It is the only place. It's just not you've been dead. I know I've seen you across the street all my freaking life.
You monster, it's a zombie. Okay.
all your whole life.
Carry
I know
on.
you're-
Carry
I know
on.
you're only 8, but you're a zombie now.
right.
And you're gonna eat my family. So
And they're easy to kill.
I'm just saying, it's the only place where it's like, it's okay, Grandma, sorry.
Wouldn't it suck to lose to children though? It's like, God, I can't even beat these fuckers. Like,
You already
God.
lost them. You know, like
No. I mean the zombie children. Like if you're like in the mentality, like I can't take on a fully grown zombie, but these little children zombies,
Yeah.
I got a chance, and then you end up being taken out by them. Like that's a shitty way to go.
Oh, you should never.
You're in
take
lore
it out
forever
like
as like the
If
one
a
who
kid
was
zombie
defeated by
works you,
children.
that's no. Don't let that happen.
You want to know the most
They crawl like
terrifying
spiders.
zombie I've ever seen in a movie was? And it was in the
Glitter.
Day of the Dead. What was it? Day of the Dead, Land of the Dead, whatever it was.
Was it
The,
Snyder's?
the remake one?
Yeah,
you
Day of
were
the
just
Dead.
Talking about.
Yeah. Dawn of the Dead. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Dawn of the Dead. Yes.
So
Yep.
there's the chick that's like pregnant and gets bitten. Or
Yeah.
gets infected or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And they go to like take the baby away from the guy after they shoot him. And
Yeah.
the baby's like,
Ugh. Yeah, they do that
that.
close up, don't they? And it opens
Yeah.
its eyes.
I'm just
Nope.
picturing like it's probably the least threatening zombie. 'Cause
Yeah.
It has like, what are they going to do? Gum you?
Right.
But like, I'm just picturing a little baby like
Yeah. Right.
skittering along the floor.
Could you
like
raise it right?
I don't think so.
I don't
Its
think-
brain's just not
Dead.
Yeah.
really,
it's
but
just-
This isn't like, you know.
but the mom was alive when.
like maybe
I mean,
chain it up.
maybe
in,
it's like I'm saying, like a
Shaun of the
Daywalker
Dead
zombie.
His friend in Shaun of the Dead, he chained up. He played video games with him still, but he was like
Yeah.
always trying to bite him.
Well, no. Think of it like almost like Blade,
like a, yeah. Like
Oh.
like a zombie, because the mom was alive
Right.
when she had the child in her
Right.
stomach. So you have the virus of the zombie.
It depends on what kind of zombie you are. Like if zombies really all about decay. So would it really grant you strength, or
If
did
the,
it just
well,
make
if the
you,
baby's already
like it was
born.
born into two worlds, basically?
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's like,
maybe.
maybe it's a hybrid. I don't
Maybe,
know.
yeah, maybe.
No one's ever done that. Right
Take
now.
their teeth away.
yeah.
That and then
Don't brush your teeth ever.
but I'm wondering why no one's ever done like a zombie kind of apocalypse type thing where it's like lions infected or
Oh,
gorillas.
Walking Dead, I think, has tackled
Or
that.
gorillas or
Haven't
something
they?
like that. We've all done. We've
thought
done
they
dogs.
They had,
We could do. Cats.
I think the real reason they don't do it, I mean, maybe in animation or comic books, but to do it in like film would really be hard to pull off. Like
It's
the
badass.
budget would be high, or it would be low and it looked like crap.
Let's think about it like this. You have a freaking lion or a tiger, right? And you have 50 zombie humans, and they're hungry,
Oh, they just go after
and they
each other.
bite. They bite them, and then it becomes infected.
Yeah.
And now,
Would the zombies protect themselves from the lion zombies?
well, they're not gonna feel it.
That's true. Yeah.
They're not really worried about
Yeah.
it attacking back.
right.
I think as terrifying as a lion already is on its own,
Yeah.
like seeing that in an urban environment or something like
Oh,
that.
gangster!
Like one that would just be like,
Go to the
slowly
zoo.
stalking
Go to the
towards me.
zoo.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they go to the zoo and
That wasn't
Eat the
something.
animals.
Something tackled animals.
now there was a-
Zombified animals.
There's a Zack Snyder movie on Netflix that I haven't seen. Where
Maybe
it's
that
supposed
was
to be-
it.
and it's an intelligent. They're like intelligent zombies, like a zombie king or
Yes,
something.
it's
I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I have not watched it.
it's another Dead film. Netflix you're talking
One of
about.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
The last one with Dave Bautista, I can't think of it right now. Shit. It was not Dawn of the Dead. It was like,
It's his own little franchise as far as I'm
right, but I think it still had Of the Dead or something in the
Something
title.
like that.
Fuck.
Like,
Everyone out there's like, come on. It's
You know
something,
the
something.
name. Just write it in the comments.
Why would-
Call in 1-800.
You know the name. Just write it in the comments.
we need like a smart board up here with just IMDb pulled up.
Yeah, I know. Well, when we launch our Patreon, you guys can help fund that for us.
Bingo. Sometimes
Someday.
when I say something dumb at like work or something, I'll quote Forrest Gump. I'm not a very smart man. In that moment. But he knows what love is.
Carry on. I'm going to look it up.
Oh, jeez.
It was but yeah, zombies. Yeah, I'm not really worried about zombies. I think I bring violence to them.
See, here's what I would bring.
Aluminum bats.
I know with my military background, I'm just thinking, I mean, granted, your solution works, I think, 10 times better. Like, sharpening like baseball bats, like
Oh, yeah.
making weapons out of them. Because there's only so much ammunition probably in the world, right? But
Swords.
I see a lot of people that are just really stupid with gun safety.
I can see that.
That's probably what I would teach, is firearm safety.
I like that. Because you accidentally shoot someone alive.
Marksmanship too, but like I see people all the time like hey, look at that, and like, you know, pointing the business end of a shotgun at somebody.
Turn that.
Yeah, like, no, don't do that shit.
I know. I go to the gun range myself, so I understand the safety aspect of it, because that actually is perfect. Because like, let's say you got to teach a 12-year-old
Yeah.
how to, you know, work a firearm,
Survive, yeah.
literally to save his or her life. If like there is a zombie attacking them,
Or hunt for food. I mean, because if this is post-zombie apocalypse, there might not even be like a grocery store or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
you got to be smart about it too,
Yeah.
because if you're shooting at one zombie,
Yeah.
there's 50 other ones you don't see that are going to hear the gunshot. And
Yep.
come towards you.
True. Yep.
If there's a group of them and you're trying to defend your compound, then you pull out the AR-15 or whatever and start.
Just nerf them until they follow you to a soundproof room, and then just get out the big.
I guess what they say a lot of times, even in post-apocalyptic movies, and my younger brother actually brought this to my attention before. He said it's not the gun, it's the bullets. Those are the hard things.
Yeah.
You know, even in Book of Eli, they're never loaded. That's what he says.
Yeah.
But Eli actually has bullets. You know, but you're
Right.
talking about the shotgun.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah.
think, So like bullets, I think are the commodity you want. You know, like that's the hard thing to get is the ammo.
Yeah.
The weapons itself, by comparison, is probably easier to obtain, and most Americans have freaking weapons.
Yep.
You know, so like guns, it's the bullets, the ammunition.
Yep.
Well, that's where I think like marksmanship training and stuff like that would come in handy, because
Yeah.
No wasting.
you know, anybody can learn how to fire a 9mm.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like a handgun is one of
Right.
the easiest things to teach people.
Right.
And rather than wasting 5 shots hitting them in the body that's not going to do anything, teach them how to
Yep.
zero in and get a headshot.
Aim and shoot. See, I had to learn the hard way just from going to the range. I shoot a handgun with my right hand, but I'm left-eyed.
Yeah.
So I had to do this. I had to bring the gun over here.
Really.
Yep.
I had a friend who's a professional shooter, like, you know, those guys, ding, ding,
Oh
ding,
yeah.
ding.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah.
him and me and a few of my friends and one of my younger brothers, we all went out with him, and he was like, this is the right way to do everything. He's very particular.
Yeah.
You know, what to wear over your head and stuff like that. So if someone's like that helping
Yeah.
during the zombie apocalypse, heck yeah. You know what I'm saying? What I think about is more the turmoil among the living.
Yeah. Which is what Walking Dead pretty much is about, right?
Yeah, it's never the dead you have to worry about. It's
Yeah,
the living that
right.
are like, you know.
More dangerous than the dead.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, and that's interesting. And then food. See, like, that would just suck. Food, your restroom ritual, bathing.
Well, yeah, it's just like the Wild West where they took a shit in the outhouse and there was I don't think there's nothing to wipe up with, so they just came back to the bar with
Let it
shit
happen.
fingers and
Let it happen. Let it happen.
hey, I'm gonna cook you something. It's like no,
Put some ice in that for you.
Yeah, don't flirt with her.
What if it was a chef
She
though?
likes to suck
Seriously.
fingers. You're like, no, bro.
Hey, it's Lloyd the baker. He's got shit over his hands. All right, let's get this going. Some eggs and
That's so disgusting. Like I could.
A whole new meaning to the term corn.
I was born and raised in the right time period for myself.
right.
Yeah.
I am too bougie, evidently.
Yeah.
For history.
Right.
I'm too bougie. No, anything before. If people have asked me before, like, if you go back to any time period in existence, what would you go back to?
Where there's soap.
1970s,
Yeah.
late 60s,
Yeah.
mid-late 60s.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm good.
Right. Right.
I don't, anything before that, I'm
Nope. Nope.
Nah, I'm
Forget
good.
it.
It's never that. Nah.
Nope.
65. 65 is my cutoff.
I got Pong and I got 8 tracks. Like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I could go see Jimi Hendrix and the Doors play.
Right.
Like, heck yeah.
Maybe warn them both.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
Hey, Jimmy, watch the drinking.
yeah.
Jim Morrison, I don't know.
Hey, Val Kilmer, he's still like 5. He's going to play you so well. You're going to
he
be
killed it.
amazed. Yeah.
Yeah, he killed
Yeah.
it. Yeah.